What's up, people? I'm Omillio Sparks, and right now you're tuned in to Untold.
What up, Emilio?
What's up with you, man? Untold, what it look like?
Man,
What's up
it's a
with you?
pleasure to get you on the platform, bro.
Thanks for having me. I know we was trying to get it done a week back, so finally made it. Yep.
Yeah, man. So look, man, we gonna talk about let's start from the beginning.
Oh,
Tell us this the untold. So tell us something that we don't know.
right. Well, I think y'all probably know. It's like I started in an independent group, with ICH, and I got signed with Oskino. That was my business partner, my rap partner. And we got signed to Roc-A-Fella outside of ICH. So that we was the only two that made it out that group. So, after that, we went to Roc-A-Fella and stayed there from 99 to 2006.
Okay.
So I think we left there and I started my own independent projects, the Payback album, and started pushing the Inauguration, Goodbye to Yesterday, Hello to Tomorrow with DJ Ant Live. They actually did that. DJ Ant Live, DJ Active did that one. Scratch Mechanics did the Inauguration, and of course our team did the Payback. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was like what, year 2000?
Yeah, well, we stayed there from 99 till 2006. They broke up.
Right.
Once Roc broke up, we was on our, well, I think I had to go with Dame, but Dame had distribution. But Dame's still all right. I still reach out to Dame.
Right. Shouts to Dame.
Yeah.
So like during that whole that state property run, what was it like on the tour?
Well, what's funny? It was people, it was Muslims and stuff on the tour, and we always had to eat at what's the spot down south? We chicken and not chicken and waffle.
Waffle House.
The Waffle House. And the problem on them joints used to be crazy because nobody wanted to eat swine, but it was swine always cooking on the joint. I'm like, well, you guys gonna have to eat at McDonald's somewhere, man. You see what I'm saying? But that was that was crazy. That's the part I never said nothing about. But that used to be crazy because everybody was Muslim.
Right.
So I was like, damn, don't nobody eat pork in this joint. But that's down south. There's pork flying everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us the whole setup for state property. Like, was it that Jay, he had got all you guys from different areas? How did that come about?
Well, Beans was there, remember?
Right.
Siegel was signed. I think him and Major Figures and them was working together.
Okay.
And he somehow went on to be, solo. Whatever situation they had at that time, they parted ways, and Black Friday brought them up. So he was there already. It was just one of my friends knew one of their homies, and they met in Cancun or whatever. And when they came back to holler at us because the deal with Major Figures didn't go through, they came to talk to us because they needed acts, and we came through.
Right. So what they just teamed y'all up?
Well, me and O was already in a group together.
Okay.
We was in ICA, so we was a hitman already. So we had a group. So once we did Hot 97, I guess Dame on the business side of things was like, no, we got to push this joint.
Right.
Hov was an artist. Hov was going to make sure, because that's how I got on Give It To Me with the Dynasty album. That was supposed to have been a compilation album for Loving My Niggas record to go on there with me and O.
Okay.
And all of us was going to be there, and that was going to be our breakout joint with that compilation album. But once he had the single Give It To Me, I guess he felt like, all right, but damn, it was a strong enough single to do his solo project, and he ran with that. But we kicked it during that Hot 97 anyway.
Right.
Once he took us over there, so Dame knew to promote it and put it out. That's how State Prop came together, because you got Young Guns, Freeway, Crack, me and O and Beans.
Right.
Yeah. Get Low was Bleak in them, That's Bleak and his squad. So, they was already with Jay. That's his youngest. So, I guess Mac had to take lead to make sure we was cool on that aspect or whatever. On the business side of things, and that's what happened.
Now going to the Give It To Me, the Jay-Z single, you were on that song. You was actually in the video.
It was my record. You know what I'm saying? It was my song. You know what I'm saying? That's a song I did in the basement of my wife's house. You see what I'm saying? It's just one of them things. It's just one of them things that nobody touched on, but we know the business. We ain't just the ignorant, dumb kids no more. You know what I'm saying? Once you got somebody vocals and they performing on the Jones, there's money to be allocated. It's just the language. I'm talking to my lawyers and stuff like that. And then when you dealing with life on life terms, ain't nobody telling you that. Ain't nobody pulling your jacket saying, come on, we're going to help you this way. They know what's going on. They trying to figure out how they get their money out the cookie jar. You dig me? So that's all that was. But, it's my record. It ain't like people can't, I'm in the video and everything, like you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. I just wasn't tooting my own horn at the time. You got flamboyant and you got the people that's just laid back, you know what I'm saying? Right. I was more laid back. But I know that was my joint. Everybody know that.
Do you feel like you got your proper credits on that?
They started giving me my props and stuff like that when I formed my publishing company. So I had formed my publishing company, but you know, it ain't nothing that we can't go back and fix because anybody you hire, they gotta give you a cease to desist date and whatever was going on to let you know, hey, that's what's going on. So I'm looking at it like, all right, there's money to be allocated to, call an audit or something like that. But I just ain't like arguing about it. But the public was snapping about that. You know what I'm saying? Me being from Philly, they was blacking out, and I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't brought to my attention till later on down the line because I was working on getting my family in order.
Right.
It was more like he wasn't knowledgeable about the paperwork and things like that at the time.
Yeah, because you're trying to educate yourself. You got a million things coming at you. You got child support, court, baby mom. You start making money. You see what I'm saying? We come from broke. We know what was going on. We come from broken homes. They took advantage of it. So we come from the broken homes. Boom. We got to be the men that they see us with some money. But this lawyer don't belong to me. It belong to them. So I got to fire y'all. I can't mess with y'all like that. Right. You fire. That's how I get my other lawyers. I'm gonna hire you over here. You know what I'm saying? I'll burn whatever. If I get somebody down in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I start subcontracting my lawyers and stuff like that. So I can have my own team around me. And that's why when I came out of Roc-A-Fella, I started getting with my colossal entertainment folks, because at the end of the day, I'm like, man, we could do this ourselves. So I wasn't bugging too much, but it's still my situation because I wrote it. We ain't here to stay in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a ghetto, we want to turn it back to our neighborhood.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
That's 100% facts.
That's my legacy. It's the same thing with the kids. You see what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. So it's hard to call me a deadbeat. You know how people be mixing this thing up? Right. Oh, he deadbeat. No, he on TV. So his cash is to go take care of that. So anybody against that, it turns to one of them things.
Now, I seen a clip a few years ago. It had Oskino and Big Face Gary.
Yeah, I was trying to get with Gary. I told Gary the same thing. I said, Gary, me and him travel, right? Shout out to Big Face. He probably got attitude, but look, Big Face, accommodate. You know better. You see what I'm saying? But I never got a chance to get up there, but I ain't see the interview with them because I wasn't following social media, because when I was doing my clothesline and stuff like that and I was having little situations, I was like, I don't feel like that. I just really deal with people when I run into them, our encounters that way on a day-to-day basis.
Right. Now, take us back to that day, the footage that's out where I guess it was Oskino's manager that was fighting Big Face Gary on the footage.
Oh, Rata, yeah. That was about shout out to Rata. I like Rata. He good folks. It was about wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? Because we being charged. If you look at some of this, that's what I'm saying when we was like, I got a bend for them, John. When you start learning your business, but you got to pick the proper people around you. You know what I'm saying? People always trying to mix the two. You can't be hood. You know what I'm saying? And business, because while you in jail, it's like the same thing. But when we doing criminal activity when we young, we in the law library. That's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be on your shit outside of that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're trying to mix the two, that's why parenting and legal was always important.
Right.
That's why whatever we missing and lacking, and we trying to make up for that shit.
Roc-A-Fella breaks up.
Right.
Some go with Jay, some go with Dame. Mm-hmm. Who did you go with and why?
It said Dame, and it wasn't my choice. You know what I'm saying? Another situation. It had nothing to do with me. They said they was somewhere, had a rip sheet. But I'm hearing more stuff today now that everything's coming out that these guys wasn't even getting along. You got Choke No Joke out there telling us what was going on, and he from New York, so he more inside with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going up there to do a job and come back home and live my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying? Just an hour, some change up the road, and I'm coming back home. And I'm chilling. If I stay long, it's because we got work to do. But as far as that, it was Dave's situation, and they had a relationship way before us.
Right.
So it wasn't nothing I could have said. It was things that these guys, I seen things and I was just like, whoa, that, it raised my eyebrow with certain things, but I ain't paying no mind because we still in the moment. You understand where I'm coming from? Somebody might say something, the whole might say something fucked up, like, damn, who does that? And I'm looking at him like, damn, that's family, ain't it? You see what I'm saying? Y'all screaming that shit. That's how I'm applying it. So, that's what I was putting in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say something, I learn this, what it mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm riding off.
Was
family is family.
Right, I agree. Did Jay-Z, did he play a big role into you as an artist?
No, well, I gave him Give It To Me, you know what I'm saying? We didn't kick it much, but we used to take rides and shit when Mystical came out so we can get the records done. But, other than that, he's an artist. So I can't really, He's an artist too, you know what I'm saying? Me being, I'm just not a selfish artist, you know what I'm saying? Me being a CEO of my company, I'm just not as selfish. I'm still help artists right now, and I got my own stuff, but I wouldn't, you know, I ain't worried about them outshining me, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm gonna have to take a seat one day. So get busy, especially if you're younger.
You know, one of my favorite songs is what's the one with you guys was on the highway. Yo,
Want Me Back. See, that was a
yes.
good record. And we shut that, shout out to Jim Jones, we shut that whole expressway down, man. This the kind of stuff, you see what I'm saying? This why it was hard trying to bother me with shit. I was doing shit Chris Christie was doing, you know?
Right.
The governor of New York was shutting that E-way down. We did it doing Want Me Back, you know what I'm saying? So when dudes was trying to act like it's the same, I think I seen something what Mace was saying. He was like, dude was trying to young boys. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had time to be the young boy no more because I was already around OGs that gave me some solid advice. You understand? And we wasn't on that. We just trying to make sure people got their fair share. And then we had some educated black men around us. You dig me? So it was hard for me to be in that bag of despair. You know what I'm saying? We already got through this.
Right. Now you did State Property with Beans and them. Did you ever audition for Paid in Full?
No. See, I just want to be. I was thankful to be at Roc because we had a movie department, you know what I'm saying? Because we was getting told you can't make it, especially as a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't being accepted. That's why I ended up doing acting class. Anything that I felt like, damn, I'm gonna kick the door in, but I'm gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we can't. That's how you feel. All right, well, I'm gonna get my credentials straight, then I'm gonna kick this joint in because I did everything right. I followed protocol.
So the
Shout out to Tracy Moore Maribel out Brooklyn.
So you are off of Roc-A-Fella at what, late 2000s, correct?
Yeah.
You off of Roc-A-Fella, you start doing your own thing. Mm-hmm. Are you still having that whole State Property affiliation?
Well, they call now. I seen some stuff O was talking about, you know what I'm saying, about a few things that was going on with the business side of things, you know. And it's crazy about me and him, you know what I'm saying, because this is some situations we be just having, but the album never come out. So when we not expressing that and getting that out, you know, putting that in the air to get the job done, it can be a little bit, the road can be a little rocky, you know what I'm saying? Make it a little like cobblestones on that situation because we not really addressing it and getting the job done.
Right. Now, speaking of Oskino, how's the relationship today?
I just haven't seen him. He's all right. I know he lost his son, you know what I mean? He's dealing with that kind of stuff. And you know, as far as the State Prop affiliate is there, but that's my whole thing about it. Let it make the business sense there. You know what I'm saying? Don't put that State Prop. That's what he made a solid point. I gotta give him that one because you saying State Prop consists of 7 people, put the 7 people in position. It's no matter, I don't know what you feel. That's why all this shit need to be addressed. Whatever y'all feeling, let's bring it to the forefront. Cause I never had them kind of feelings about nothing to be that mad at a motherfucker and do nut shit like that and not address it. I was always the guy that addressed. That's like with any of us, me, whatever we doing, I'm addressing you. I'm talking to you. Right. Third party there, so go to the camera. No, we can holler.
Right. Absolutely.
So recently, Oskino, he put out a few video clips of him addressing Charlie Mack.
Yeah, I heard it.
And he did mention your name. He said, "Listen, yo, me and Sparks. Why me and Sparks is not on there?"
Yeah, that's a doozy. But what's crazy is they call now. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild with some of them because it's like the business. It's like, come on, guys, we got bills to pay. The country ain't free no more. Whatever motherfuckers was on, man, it costs money. We got to pay mortgages, we got to pay cell phone bills, we got to pay for the kids, and we bust a nut. So we got to pay for every goddamn thing. So at the end of the day, what you think is free ain't shit free. So that's where the attitude coming at. You see what I'm saying? Me, I was just blessed to have other shit going on. You dig me? For all reasons, for mental. You see what I'm saying? For shell shock, post-traumatic stress, all kind of shit. Because this is normal to us. You know what I'm saying? This motherfuckers we around doing 30 years, you see what I'm saying? Doing double life. This the folks, that's what we dealing with on a day to day. And people trying to act like, no, we charging this to the game. So I'm just in a position where it was like, oh, I'm chilling back. I ain't really worried about that too much because I could pay my bill and I got people around me that love me. You feel me? And that's what I was doing for mine the whole time. It wasn't just the industry. Yeah, I did that for y'all too, but I did it for mine also. That's what I'm out here for, and I've been out here for that.
Indeed. So, with your rap career taking off, and now I see that you've been in a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Major.
That's when the music was acting funny. I think that's what gave me balance. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you see why it's hard to be mad because I had balance going on. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And people treat you differently. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be. I just had to grow. You know what I'm saying? We all need a time to grow because, like I said, they're making us grown at 8 and 10. That's when the household's falling apart.
Pretty much.
So by the time we in the double digits, man, then time we figured out we busted nut, we having kids. Now we grown, we parents.
Parents, right.
But the movies was awesome. You know what I'm saying? I got like 16, 17 under my belt right now, counting.
Yeah.
I just put my IDMB together, so it's on. I ain't never had that put together right. So, but I was dealing with life on life term, and what it says, that's what's going, only thing been going on with me, y'all, if you see a slow up, is the shit that I stand on. You know what I'm saying? The viral moral. So if you don't see me, I will cancel something else to be, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing this for that. So if I ain't got it, I'm like, man, I ain't worried about that shit.
Gotcha.
And it's mine. I'm coming forward because I own all mine. Once you're your own entity, and the feds give you a number, and you register to the state, ain't nobody can take that back no more. I paid for that. Only thing you worried about is putting the cease into something to make sure somebody was administrating it right.
Facts. So how was that transition from being with a group and now you was doing movies? Like, what kind of rush or what type of excitement did you get with that?
Well, the movies was just, oh my God, because I can go into this, I'm a natural, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm a natural, that's what everybody say. I got thumbs up by Eben and Roper, so when I start seeing that kind of stuff outside of the urban community, and I start seeing how the white folks was paying me some attention, I say, oh, it's on. Because if I can get 2 thumbs up for these guys, you understand?
Absolutely.
Once you realize somebody's doing that shit, you like, oh, all right. Somebody's stopping it, so now you see why everybody end up somewhere else. Because it's like, damn, y'all gonna keep me here, you feel me? But that's why I own my own masters though, so it ain't really keep me there. We still getting paper, but I still like that. So it's a transition. Like it's just, do you want to be going forever? You know what I'm saying?
This is a question I always wanted to ask guys. So people that like yourself for the state property and stuff like that. What did you do with all the state property clothes?
Man, I gave Beans back some of them, and I gave him some of the clothes back then. The rest of them I can't find because back in the day, people would come get me being Sparks. Everybody wanted to hang with them, so I just give out to the people too. That's why I still give back to the day with my foundation because if I got state property clothes and y'all got, and I can get it from, it's just I'm miling it. Fuck it, they throw me box. I'm gonna look out if you can fit my shit. But I just gave them away.
How you feel about today's hip hop in Philly?
Philly, I see where they going. I see some of them sticking together on certain aspects. I be seeing it, but I think we never had a hip hop culture or what's that a label for that. So I see how it can be a little disorganized. You know what I'm saying? Because we need structure with anything. But I see we got great talent. But you see we be having to leave to come up. You know what I'm saying? But I see some of them rocking out with each other because I just seen Meatball as giving out weaves and shit when I was getting my shit cut and all that kind of stuff. So I see the potential there. But we really need that type of how Kissing Them call it the Mecca. We known for like Michael Jackson and them recording here and all that kind of stuff, but our artists, we need something for us. That's why I went and did my own label.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, where was you at when Michael popped on the stage with David
I was on stage. I'm pissed I ain't getting no pictures, but they were swarming Mike, man. They were swarming. I was there. I was at the Summer Jam show, man. I was right there, no lie. I was there. I was actually there at Gibberton.
Well, now, you did that?
Yeah, it was out. It was out.
Right,
so
right.
Michael came, but the beef was, because that record was out, so we promoting that album too. Oh, and Spark, we running the takeover. So he put Prodigy and them on the screen that night, remember?
Right.
So it was a little tension too, because Lil' Kim and them was doing records, but she know him. We coming through and seeing what's going on, so we like, damn, but I'm just, let me get on stage. Then Mike was there, so it was like, man, about time for that. King of Pop in the building, man,
Heck yeah. Now, question, in that picture, what was wrong with Jay-Z's face?
Which one?
The picture he took with Mike and Dame was laughing and everything.
I don't know, because from my understanding, he was just hyped to bring Mike out. I guess on the executive side of thing, he was just excited. I think Dame was more excited than Jay was. Jay was laid. He laid back.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, he's just a laid back. They two different personalities.
So speaking of Mike, recently we had comedian Tommy Too Smooth.
Yo, I saw that. Oh my God! Then go ahead, bring what you was saying, yo.
So we had Tommy Too Smooth on Untold last week.
Right.
2 days later, it went out the roof. It went viral, broke the internet.
Right.
We had GM. They had posted on their site. It did about 5.3 million views.
Right.
Had what's that? Jazzy Faye. We had Sleepy Brown.
Right.
And even Don Cheetah.
Right.
DL Hughley. Everybody commented.
I like Don Cheetah.
That's
my
why
boy.
I said when I see Don Cheetah,
I like what he stand for.
Yeah. So it took off. So what's your take on Michael Jackson and Tupac fighting?
That was hilarious. I don't even know how that fight happened, but to see that shit would have been monumental. Mike and fighting. I heard Mike could fight. I just never, him and Tupac. Wow, that was wild. And that, like, I love Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But to see Mike and them, I was like, what, the two of them? That would threw me off, yo. Y'all killed me with that one.
Now the story been out.
Had me.
The story been out for some time.
Right.
But it was something that Tommy said, how he said it,
right,
that it just took off.
Yeah, because he said Mike wasn't trying to hear nothing about with the girlfriend and all that.
Right.
Mike had, but he's soft spoken. Mike really soft spoken, so that was just wild. Because I met him, I really did get to meet him and see so just to hear that was like, wow, that's crazy.
Who you think won?
They said Mike. They said Mike to beat Tupac up. I said, oh my God, that I never seen the fight, but that's crazy. You know what that tape will be worth right now if they had that joint?
Oh man, TMZ be paying top dollars.
They put a cease and desist on that. They not letting that out. Mike and Pac fighting. I don't think we'll ever see that one, but that was crazy for him to be on set for that. That was wild.
Oh man. So I mean, you stood next to Jay-Z.
Right.
Not only that, Skino had y'all had y'all thing going. Mm-hmm. Why do we not? I know we touched a little bit earlier, but why don't we see Skino and Sparks on this state property tour?
I can't tell you. Them guys. I don't know the reasons, man. I don't know. First, Live Nation be running some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is like me. This with me. You call me, like I never kept a number from nobody, you know what I'm saying? If somebody say, all right, then we want Sparks down here, because Kendrick, Lamar, all these guys have been asking about me, you know what I'm saying? All these guys, Jeezy, I was supposed to sign to Jeezy, all these guys, everybody, Rose, any big name that you could think of right now. Jay, we was already signed with Jay. I had a meeting with Suge Knight, you know what I'm saying? This shit you ain't making up, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's just, I didn't make those moves because with Jeezy, I was just in the middle of doing a payback, so I was obligated under my own contract. With Suge, it was just one of them things like, why would I do? You know what I'm saying? Make a move like this just because of this. We ain't clear on it. You know what I'm saying? But I did know record labels was interested. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did know. But it was one of them things. Do I want to sign on to them or I do my own thing? You see what I'm saying? So it's one of them things. We don't know where this was going to take us. You know what I'm saying? But I do know the move I made for me. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all the guys that made moves with them, you know what I'm saying? Because they from the city, but I just been doing my own thing for so long. That's what I'm used to. I stay independent.
So, do you feel like, just on a global standpoint, do you feel like hip hop declined, or is it declining to a next level?
No. We there. Even with State Prop, you know what I'm saying? We still like number 15, man. We are known, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why it's be raising. That's why it's be turning into this, because we like number 15 in the country, and these numbers don't. Quote me, because I think it's true. You know what I'm saying? From what I got from the sources, they was like number 15. I'm like, wow. So State Prop, it's just they do look bad when everybody's running around, because they like we ain't helping none of them guys. I've been helping them. You see what I'm saying? I'm in your corner. It look like somebody don't want to, they trying to paint the picture out for you to be the bad guy and try to make you the liability because of the way you live, the lifestyle you was living. And you looking at them like, man, you ain't mad at me, you mad at America. You understand where I'm coming from? We sitting here trying to raise capital and pay our bills and get an education, and take care of the kids, and somebody's pissed at that? Because we got a right to defend our, you know what I'm saying? I ain't understanding that. So that's what it looked like. So now I'm like, man, you ain't gonna make me no liability no more, because I'm doing other things in the community. Like I've been doing. I just wasn't publicizing it. I'm gonna publicize it now. It wasn't nothing to keep being shy for.
That night at Hot 97, what was going through your brain when
I knew I couldn't mess up. I said, no matter what's going on, don't stop rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because there was prime time. It was prime time. You know, everybody was doing their thing. They busting their gun. I spit enough to keep my jaw and bust my moves, and we still all went platinum. You see what I mean? And I never was scared to let another one shine. You go ahead, bust your move. You see what I'm saying? I'm laid back with the reserve. So as soon as you bust your gun, you run out, I got some more.
Wow. So Jay-Z, did you even have a relationship with Nas? You know.
No. I didn't have a relationship with Nas. It was just he was destroying the company's good name at the time. He was calling the man out his name, so we just was doing what we was supposed to have been doing. This is what we signed up for. You know what I mean? We was doing our job. We run into the guy, realized the guy had stuff going on, you know, with the people or whatever he was doing. I said, okay, well, I understand that he's handling his business. You know what I'm saying? We just had to get a different wrap our minds around things different. And I'm quite sure them guys was transitioning and figuring that out too. We all had to go through it. You know how the game go. You get to the label, you get to big fights. Everybody's, you know, mad at you. You get through this phase, you're like, hey, you know, it's a little rough, you know, a little rocky in the beginning, but we already come from that. So it's like one of them things, we've been through this already. It's, you know, we passed the transition and that. So we evolving into different things, especially me.
Controversy sell records. Y'all sold a lot. Everybody sold a lot of records.
Yep.
When that beef was going on. Right?
Yeah. Well, you know controversy. So,
right.
Yep.
Yeah. You already know. So I mean, did you have fun doing it though?
Yeah. We running down. We was running down on them though. You know, we wasn't playing with them. It's from Philly. You can't fake this shit. We was know we was going. This is what I look at it. When the flesh and blood, it's the same thing. You put your flesh and blood on the line, man. That's what the sacrifice is. At the end of the day, so at the end of the day, if something went wrong, you trying to rob me. It's like, dog. You see what I'm saying? You'll start. You don't want nobody regretting that put themselves out there for you because it's just start bitter. So I'm the only one supposed to be pissed the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Right. At the end of the day, so when you got that going on, you like, hey man, it's the same as on the block. We knew, damn man, we separate ourselves once the family go and we come out here. It's like, damn, I know I'm doing something right, but I can't love this girl right here because this gonna make me weak. You understand where I'm coming from? So now I'm gonna bust my moves because I gotta be on this. Man, so when I got to a certain level to be signed at that number, I was like, I ain't gotta lie to nobody no more. My real name, Kendrick Johnson, and I live here and I'm paying these bills because I'm tired of lights and the hot water being cut off. So I'm a responsible adult now. So by the time I turned 18, I was ready for the world.
So recently I seen a few weeks ago, and shout outs to Beanie Siegel. Mm-hmm. He got his own food truck.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you stop by there?
Not yet. I didn't get a chance to. His cousin had put me on it, and I was like, all right. So other people been insinuating, like Dr. Wilson was like trying to get him a truck. My sister and stuff like that was trying. So it's like trying to get into. But every time I get his number, we never in contact. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where you just can't catch up with them guys. You know what I'm saying? But it's social media. If somebody want to reach out to him, you ain't gotta go through me. Call him. You know what I'm saying? Because I be trying to do my own thing too. You know, I be somewhere cooking my own food. I might be selling my own platter, you know. I'm working on getting me right. You understand where I'm coming from? This is where we at in life, you know what I'm saying? So that's the other part, because everybody want to look at it like, you know, this part. No, we got to get our own situation together. So when you see that, it's like, all right, that's all I've been doing, you know what I mean? So y'all can reach out to him. I don't have a number because we keep losing contact like that. So I talk to everybody else outside of him. I can find Gunner. I can find, if I need to talk to Neef, I can find him. Oh, I got to get his number. Can't find him. And free. And you know, he'd catch him once in a while because he'd be busy, but I'm talking about the people I could definitely contact. Oh, and Crack, you know what I'm saying?
Shout outs to Crack.
That's my boy. You know, me and him got a relationship because we came in the game. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Crack. I'll kick the door and you come with me. Come on.
Yeah, Crack, he's doing something with Graf, Memphis Bleak.
Graf, I saw the joints, yeah. 38 Special, something like that.
Yeah. Now, do you think they starting like a group or is it a label situation?
I don't know. I just be looking at it. It just look ironic about it, everything. You know, it's just like a mirror. You know what I'm saying? It's like looking at a mirror. And I say that, you know, if they tell them about the change, they just ran with the concept. I just don't, you know, write different. I write different, so I won't, you know, people will look into it more than me. You know what I'm saying? The public, because I got fans, and I think that's what's going on. My fans are just diehard. We from Philly, you know, what do you want me to do?
Right.
But I seen it. It was nice. It was nice. It was a nice little record, radio.
So Dame had to sell his part of Reasonable Doubt. Had to
Yeah.
auction it off.
Right.
And not only that, he took to the public with 50 Cent.
Well, no, for the American New. That was a great thing, man. That American New stuff, like I with Dame, it's like the same thing with me. This is why I look at things the way, because I can only tell you from my experiences, from anything I experienced. I used to work. At the Roc-A-Fella, I just wanted to go to work, so I went to work to be regular and chill. So I'm learning everything through all this regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? So somebody coming in, what are you doing working here? I'm like, I'm feeding the family outside of what you perceiving. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't really get the job done there. So it's the same thing with Dame, how I look at that, like what they doing with the money and holding the man up. He ain't broke, you know what I'm saying? He got his own thing. He's still independent. It's just people didn't like him in the game, you know what I'm saying? So with him, it's like, I can't really bug about what people tripping about his teeth and all that kind of stuff. It's like 50,
Right.
he challenged him to a friendly challenge about his network. And it was just one of them things. They both moguls in the game. I wouldn't take nothing away from Dame and I know 50's a little younger than him right now, I think, right?
Yeah.
So he's still a young guy, you know what I'm saying, in the business. And Dame's, groomed.
Yeah. Recently on Club Shay Shay, Fat Joe was in response to some of the things that Dame Dash has said on another
I
platform.
didn't see it. I think I seen something about that where he did say something, but that's all Rock Nation. So you gotta look at it for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way: what I had to do with it in that shit that got this going on. Let's talk about us, not New York. Let's talk about what's going on in Philly. Let's talk about us. What the fuck is going on with that? We know everybody doing business up there. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go. You can't go in there dick eating all day long. You got to go in there on business. That's why, as a man, you got to address niggas like men. You can't have a nigga paying you against your homie. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm coming from. You address it, and you can't be upset about it because I'm still doing the job. What we upset about? I'm the only one with a gripe. You feel me? But we the angry black men, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody tripping about who I was, you know what I'm saying? Or I was on a panel or somebody and they call this guy, I'm like, nah, that's not angry black man. That's somebody who know. That's more African, you ask me. Well, you ever met an African that was right? They be pissed.
Do you think that today's radio era have come to an end?
Radio? Nah, radio still works. If people don't know about BDS and all that kind of stuff, I know streams is the new world, but hey, man, I come from the old school. Radio good. I just was listening to radio on the way back up here, and flip side, oh, that's still on. That spins. That spins. That ain't dinosaur to me. You can't see that game right there. I ain't paying that no mind. I'm like, all right, call me what you want. You see, that's why you gotta be careful talking greasy about people, cause he might know a little bit. You playing with him.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So, in this era right now of music, how do you feel about how the transition is?
Well, it's for the kids. I think it's dangerous. They just drilling. You know what I'm saying? I know the drill music out there and all that kind of stuff, but I don't pay it. No, I don't listen to it. I wish them guys. I know we're gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We all young, trying to make it out the hood, make some money, but you gotta be mindful. What I just say about business people when you're surrounded, man. You can't have a group of yes men telling you yeah, until you just run you to your total destruction. You're doomed. You know what I'm saying? And then something go wrong, and your family, you still leaving your family. You gotta know what you in there for. You gotta know what you ready to die for, and you know what you living for. You understand where I come from? So we all, if you from the block, you know, all right. Well, that's why we separate ourselves from that. You know, but when my grandma was around, that's what kept me, you know what I'm saying? My grandpa, my grandma, my uncle, they lived the life together to the end of time, and they worked, and they didn't need billions of dollars like this. And they was rocking the fuck out. You see what I'm saying? And he's ready to die for it. They lays there, and they died right after one another because that was to the end. And that's how they felt. That's the kind of love a motherfucker never. That's what everybody yearning for, and they think is another way. And I'm looking at them, well, that's what I was yearning for. And the motherfucker can't confuse me about my way. But I know I gotta pay bills, so I'm still coming about my money.
Well, just to piggyback, you know, for the radio thing. At one point, you guys was going at it with Philadelphia's Major Figures.
Yeah, it's funny. I just seen, you know what? I just seen Spade at this.
Shout outs to Spade.
Yeah, I just seen him, And my whole thing was that with all these podcasts and all these channels, I said, why ain't nobody sitting down across the table? That's all they do. They do the same meetings, and everybody sit across the table. And why are we not doing it? Why is all this, that? Because, I'm behind the scenes, so it just looked like, if we real, we call ourselves real, you know what I'm saying? We was raised to say, look, you got to take this. They was preparing us for prison. So at the end of the day, what's the hold up? You see what I'm saying? We could talk business now. But I seen him took a picture. I was like, bet, you know what I'm saying? But we got all these outlets, and ain't nobody utilize, especially with me. I don't know what that's about. But I ain't mad. It's like begging for acceptance. It's like my albums I was just doing through a relationship I was having. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the world, but I love you, you know what I'm saying? It's like being connected to a soul, you know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I love this. I need this. So I'm going to talk, I'm going to express it, because most of my records came from a situation. And it just resonated with all these people that was going through it. You know what I'm saying? So once you connect, that's what it is. You're looking for your ultimate high. And motherfuckers trying to figure out, it's like, that's why I stopped doing what I was doing. You feel me? Because I'm trying to find the same shit over and over again, and I can't get it. Not through this way, what I was looking for. But after a while with the humans, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, damn, you could get it's a difference between a whore and a woman. So it's like hoes to the game, and then you got some you got some women. It's the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Or thirst for power. And everybody want to be, because you could, people read it wrong, you know what I'm saying? But people is just that thirsty for power that they just be, I ain't that thirsty for it. I got a medium I found, you know what I'm saying? And that's the best. I think that's the beauty of me coming from where I come from and seeing what I seen, and just moving the way I move, and still being around to see everything going on.
Who's in your playlist today that's in Philadelphia? We just
from Philly?
Yeah.
I like Kerr. I like the young guy Kerr. He had a good record. But it's not like I don't have a playlist. My playlist is pop culture, R&B.
Pop?
Yeah, my playlist ain't rap. I like rap. I got rap artists I love, but I'm like Coco Jones right now. I like Coco Jones. What's that other record I like? Tank. For him, Jay Valentine. That's my shit. Prince gonna always be in my catalog. Michael, you can't get rid of Mike.
Hey,
even though he wanted to fight, Mike was a feisty motherfucker. Hold up, but you know what's funny about this? Everybody say this is why it was hard for me to choose, right? When my family used to come visit, Mike would be playing. That was my go-to guy to entertain the house. You know what I'm saying? When I was little, you know what I'm saying? I put my motherfucking penny loafers on, it's going down. My uncle and them killing, they checking it out. It was like one of them things. Mike was in the house. If you traveling, these Prince is on, it's domestic shit going on. You see what I'm saying? We looking around like, oh, Prince guy, I'm going crazy, but he was seduction. So I carry Prince all the way to somebody's house. Tupac is in the list if I'm out on the road, because I can't be listening. How everybody was playing. I'm gonna put some hardcore shit on around, because that's for the guys. You know what I'm saying? I put my Prince CD on because I'm going to talk with the ladies.
Now, I was just on the phone a week or two ago. I was on the phone with Crack, and I told him one of my favorite songs that State Property did was Rebel Without a Pause.
Oh, right. That's on Siegel album, though. That's on Mac album.
Right. But that's one of my favorite songs. Well, freestyle, so that's not saying songs.
He was going through a lot of troubles right there at that time. He had a lot of stuff going on.
What made y'all start doing remixes like that? Because y'all took it back too.
Well, that's another thing about that, man. Them guys, man. PE for them to get on track. Them guys fought. They was before us, man. Them guys. They took their platform and ran it with it like they wanted to, and them guys still influential in this day. They still got a voice in the music business, so why not? Why not pay homage? And I ain't had no problem jumping on that record with them for that. And I pay homage to Flav. You know what I'm saying? Now I actually got to meet Flavor Flav too, so it's like Out Cali. So why not? That's where we come from. If you follow me, you'll know I got a record to a Prince beat. You know what I'm saying? I got records to Prince beat. You'll know I got a record to a Sade beat. I was operating on my own time. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you seduction, and I'm gonna turn you out with this. If it sound violent to you, sound violent, but it's seductive. It's seducing the motherfucking masses. Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm on.
After the Roc-A-Fella breakup, who are some of the artists that you collab with?
Who did I collab with? Yeah, I collab with Young. You mean in the game?
In the game, all over.
Muff Murder I collab with. She from Philly. Young guy. What was the young guy name? Monica had him. I forget his name. They gonna kill me for this, but that didn't work out. What's my boy name? 100 Days of Summer. Who else? Who else I work with? I work with a lot of art, and especially independent, because I wanted to push those guys, because I did showcases. So I was all for the independent artists. I was doing records with all of them. I can't remember all their names, but they out there. Mari Don, he just did Mari Don. Who else? There's a lot of artists. Because I got records with big names, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I got records with big names. You know, you'll find me on record with Tip. And I don't know if they know it, but Rubik's know it. You know what I'm saying? I done did records with T.I. and Flip and all these people. When they all knew me, it was just, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't had to bug out to get next to nobody and do all this extra shit. I just did it. I was just out amongst them, out in the ghetto.
Today's female rappers, do you think that they're a little bit more seductive than
They freaky. They showing their ass, but you know, they freaky. But my whole thing, I mean, they showing their ass out there. My whole thing is, we had Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? So they call it ratchet music. You know what I'm saying? We had Lil' Kim. She talked that shit.
right?
And Foxy, who else was out there? We didn't have an oversaturated market of it. You know what I'm saying? The women are like we got Glorilla. I like Glorilla, but they out here. So the women are just like out there, like they dominating. But we didn't have that many. You know, Sweet Tea was one of them, like from New York. Real Roxanne. These was girls in the Word Up magazines. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, it's.
But they kept it classy. Still,
They was classy today. I mean, I guess you know.
It's like,
They edgy. They edgy.
It's half talent.
Well,
no
because
clothes.
everybody got a responsibility out there too. I get where you coming from. Because we don't want nothing biting you in the ass down the line. That's why I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking of this industry, you know, declining today, we are now facing one of the hip hop moguls. And he's in a tight situation where he, you know, have to do some time.
Oh, Puffy, you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. To live your life that way, in a lavish way like that, and then prison. So I don't know how his mentality is, how he's gonna take it. But you know, so everybody ain't the same. You know what I mean? But with the business decline and all that kind of stuff, I think it comes from all that competitiveness, and then everybody in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you got to bring it back to what it really works, because you got to have integrity. If you don't got no integrity within the business and the game, it'll crumble anyway.
Right.
It's going to crumble because you got it based off bullshit, man. You got it based off a whole lot of crap. You know what I'm saying? And it don't stand on nothing. So if it don't stand on nothing, the foundation ain't as strong as it should be. So it's like a sinkhole.
Right. And I'm glad that you said that, because his last days before turning himself in, people spotted him out in public just sitting in the park, you know, just being a regular person.
Right.
You know. Do you think that he kind of knew, like, it, you know, this is it, like I might not be coming back out?
Well, I'm quite sure that was a conversation with him and his attorneys. You know what I'm saying? They know best. But if you've seen somebody like that, if he thinking, I think that's probably one of them times he was having reflecting. I don't know him personally, but I'm quite sure anybody that's living a certain way take some time to reflect. We all need, you know, you ever see somebody go away for a while, he was wild, but he come back a little different. He got time to grow into a man. You know what I'm saying? We in a everything so fast type thing all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
You ain't really got time to slow down. Everything's fast. You know, we all want to move to the country sometime. You know what I mean? As horrible as it used to be down there, but we want a peace of mind. So with that being said, that's probably some reflection about that. You got a lot of time to think about if they roof him. You know what I mean?
That's true.
How did you feel about, you know, seeing that footage of Cassie and him?
Oh, and stomp the girl. I just, anybody, not just me, a female community, the female community, anybody, any community, anybody with a sister, mom, aunt, it's just, you know, it'll leave a nasty taste in your mouth because they females. You know, so a girl will provoke you, you might backhand her, push her, but to see it that way, it was like, like, damn, you know, it was like one of them things, but it's kind of jacked up, you know what I'm saying? And I think it just add fuel to the fire, whatever he had going on already, for that to be public.
You think it's over for him, or he got a shot?
Well, I don't know, man. He might not. We thought it was gonna be. I thought R. Kelly was gonna make it. R's still down. You know what I'm saying? So we never know with this. That shit 50-50 with the, because we know in our minds with They superheroes to everybody. So in our mind, no, it's not gonna happen. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like you say, R. Kelly's still down, you know what I'm saying? There's still bullshit coming up about him. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's nothing I wish on anybody, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. So yeah.
Real quick. So how did you transition from the streets to the fame and being not caught up in the all the bullshit that was going on when y'all was signed to the Roc?
Well, I stayed poverty stricken. Nobody liked me. So but no, to be honest though, for real though, like let's be 100. Like I was always the outcast. Come on, man. So that'll keep you humble anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the things everybody was on, I'm just glad that I had, like I said, solid people, good men and good people. Even the Bone Creature, anybody that was there for me that through all these times, because that game, don't nobody really give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? It's what you can do. How long you gonna have it, and then they on to the next. I seen so much in it. It was like even if you got it, they'll jump to another nigga thinking he up the ladder. Right. So even if you do got a few dollars, so when I seen that, it was like I seen enough of this trying to going to school. So it was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? That's what kept me humble. So I like to entertain though. I feel like I got more to offer, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm doing it myself. Like I just had a birthday party. I got records and stuff. I'm doing it my own because I can't. If I let this go on too long, I would never have these platforms. Now I got people around me that I deal with. Shout out to Swerve CO. Shout out to Damon Feldman that just gave my ring for Celebrity Box. I'm shouting out the people that I know. All my folks. There's good females around here that's ride. Shout out to my family. Shout out to people that's really coming through for me, that's riding with me. And shout out to the guys that ain't. Because thank y'all. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. And there's records out here that need to be said too. It's like, we appreciate that. We appreciate them guys that screwed us over and fucked us because it helped me. You know what I'm saying? It helped me come into a better pace, a better person. I'm glad I didn't stay. Because just imagine if I'd have stayed the other way I was. I don't know, tell them where I would have been. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thankful for all that kind of stuff, man. I'm thankful for all the negative crap that came with it. I'm thankful for all the throwing me filthy. I'm thankful for keeping things. I'm thankful.
It's the experience that you got through all the journeys, the wave that you was on, that's bringing you to where you're at right now.
Yeah, because it helped me to develop into a grown man, not no emotional child that was there, even with answers and finding out who I am. If I keep running with somebody else's identity, how will I ever know who I am? So it helped me find me. Thank you. So that's what happened with the thief. You keep trying to go steal somebody else, steal who I am. Go ahead. So while you thieving, I'm finding out, I'm learning me. And that ain't you. So be careful, because it can come with something.
So tell us what's up for you now, where you at now. Let's talk about.
I'm doing my foundation. I got my Philadelphia, Omillio Sparks Philadelphia Urban Film Festival that's coming. And that's my main focus. Guys called me about doing a show or two. Tour, if they, with the music, but all my thing is about this, like it's just finding things and educate myself more on things. And if y'all want to do a tour, it got to make business sense. You can't. I tried to play my part with the money and take the leg, what's called the leg shot for everybody, but I ain't doing it no more. If y'all want me in that business and we see what it come with, you know what I'm saying? And I got a time frame because I got my own contract. I'm in here for this number, and it's the time frame I got for you. However long we got, you need me there, and that's that. And I'm gonna disappear. So other than that, I'm gonna be doing this because the festival give me something different to do on the movie side, because I do like the movies, guys. Y'all see what I've been doing. And so I'm moving up that ladder. I'm no Denzel, okay? I'm no Cuba, none of them guys with 250 movies, but I do got about 14, 16. And that's because I got a hell of a catalog already. I think I contributed to hip hop enough, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm known for Give It To Me. That's why I'm known for Tell the Russell. That's why you see me on everybody album. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what they doing, I'm still on them sales. I'm on them album sales because Kenneth Johnson, that's my Omillio Sparks publishing, that'd be me.
Sparks, you miss being on that road, bro.
I like the road. That's why I still go out. I like the road because I get to be around the people. I'm a people's person, man. That's just my personality. That's my DNA. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm on. So it ain't nothing like just being out and interacting with the people. Then you can see new stuff.
Right.
You broaden your horizon no matter how you look at it. And I got another continents I gotta go see. I've been through the States. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get overseas and bust some moves, man. They you know, they waiting. Oh, this mocha over here.
It's an off the wall question. Do you believe that Kendrick destroyed Drake?
Yeah, you know what? I think Kendrick did an impeccable job to battle against Drake because most people were scared to do it. I think Kendrick did exactly what he did. Now I feel like he silenced him a little something. Yep, I feel like he silenced. Drake had his reign. He had his reign, and he was terrorizing and doing a lot. And Kendrick was one of them good kids from the neighborhood that's surrounded. You know what I mean? That's all right. That he ain't mixing the two, and he can go at that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think he did a good job.
Think it's a comeback for Drake?
You can always Drake is Drake. You know what I'm saying? He got people. You know, Drake's in the industry. You know, he's Jew, right? So I don't think it's over for him. I just think he had to slice of humble pie. That's all.
Who's some of the people that you want to collab? Because you got up and coming rappers like Cash Flow. You got Son of 215, Lab Spitter. You got
Who's the now Drake? Now when you say them names, they still gonna resonate with me. The new guys, I would have to sit down with.
You gotta be in tune. You gotta be.
Yeah, now because I'm still rolling with them guys. Like I know a Drake, I know a Kendrick, I know a Ross, I know a Hov, I know a G. These are the guys. Even Andre 3000, that's my boy. That's still my man. I ride with Andre 3000. Scarface, I know. You see what I'm saying? These the big wigs. You don't forget that.
Right.
Now the young guys, we had youngers in our family and nephews shit running around doing what they was doing. But you know, they hanging with the young guys. I run with the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? That's how I roll, you know what I mean? The young guys, they running around with their new teams and doing what they doing.
Right.
They creating what they creating. We gotta make sure, you see how somebody create one problem, then we gotta come make sure it get right.
Right.
Cleaning up.
I always gotta come clean up. It's like, yeah, I feel like, yo, I gotta get up. Do I feel like this shit today?
Oh, man. So the reason why I say that, because you know, it's a lot of Philly artists, not just rappers, but there's a lot of Philly artists that's on the come up, and some of them get overlooked for their, you know, for not being part of that ratchetness or talking about shoot 'em up, bang bang.
There's conscious rappers out there. There's people. I just listened to a guy who was all that. He ain't cursed not one time. I just seen a young guy at the festival, at the Kenyatta Johnson Festival. Young guy was real positive. So it's a market for it. And the beauty of the day is you can put your channel your music without having to compromise the integrity of your brand. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta be tripping too much about that kind of stuff, because if that's who you are, you gotta believe in you, man. So if something happened, you know what I'm saying, I ain't let you going through something you can't handle. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if that's not even that, if it ain't meant for you, you can't beat yourself up, because not even meant. Let's just say that if I'm me and I ain't make it because I'm being me, then you see what I'm saying about trying to be like something you ain't, you'll end up trying to walk in somebody else's shoes and probably be too big for you. Or too small, then you turn corny. You get corns and be corny. And be corny and shit. You be like, see, the shoe was too small. Not that it was too big, the shoe too small. What happened when now you got corns, so you corny now. You done turned corny.
Oh, man. Sparks, man, this better not be the last time, bro, that you come on.
No, definitely. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. And keep me posted with all the other stuff, you know.
Yes.
We've been in talks.
Yes. We definitely gonna do some movies together.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm moving up the ladder. There we go.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Definitely gonna do some movies together. I gotta put you on to those artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I can do homework and research, because I don't want people to think we're against them. We just want to form, like, I'm in a position to form things and form avenues for we can do what we do and create jobs. And we gotta show them some type of responsibility, so people, because they alienate the name and make it some stigma around it, and we really gotta break that. We can't have it, because the people up top, they don't really be. We gotta be in control of our own situations.
Right, that's a fact, right?
Because I ain't gonna give my money to somebody I feel like I ain't gonna do right with my money. It's like with me, I'm not even trust myself around somebody I know they ain't doing right.
Right.
Because it's a business.
You still listen to CDs? Do anybody pass you CD?
Yeah, I damn well listen to CDs. Yeah, I like albums. Anything that's 20, 30 years old, I'm keeping it because it's worth something. The value shoot, just like us, fine wine.
Indeed.
Fine wine. Hey, people be tripping like they don't want to be them. I'm looking at them like, I'm cool. I'm chilling. Seriously. That's why I be bugging. You know what I'm saying? I see my homeboys, you looking good out there, and I ain't hating. I know how to give her props.
One last question. So you got people that's like Charleston White.
Oh yeah, he's snapping out there.
You got people that's like Charleston White, that take something and put it to an extreme point of view.
Yeah, it's graphic as fuck. It's graphic as fuck. Now, I get the graphic part because Tupac was a fucking genius at it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
it's wild because if it's true, it ain't slander. You understand where I'm coming from? But if it's false information, then you defamating the character. You know what I'm saying? So some of that shit's a thin line. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit people will be talking about me. If it's true, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I know that's something I gotta work on. That's my personal demon. But if it's false, it's like, yo, you putting a lot of lies out this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I was comfortable with some of my own skin because it's because I understand shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just art imitating life anyway.
Right. And you know, we got Choke No Joke. He's making some strong accusations about not just Jay-Z. You got Puff.
Right.
And then you got some other people that's part of the industry.
Right.
You know, do you find that to be remotely true?
I don't know. I never saw it in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. Never. You know what I'm saying? My encounters with these guys, we was never. It's gay people out here. You know what I'm saying? We can't get around that. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of them things like, but from my understanding, if that's your sexual life, that's behind closed doors anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's nobody's business. So to film it, I wouldn't film some shit I don't want to get out. But I don't know. I wasn't signed to Roc-A-Fella. I met Bad Boy. I was on Roc-A-Fella. And Dame, he used to forbid us to deal with them. So I didn't have nothing to do with Puff. You know what I'm saying? I come in there and try to fucking rap to a Puff beat, Dame cussing me out. So I was just taught we ain't supposed to be around the guy from a Dame standpoint. Hove, like I said, he was laid back. He was worried about what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? We'll kick it if I got something for you, I got you. But I'm at the studio working too. I'm quite sure they knew about me, about my work ethic.
Do you own 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Hell no, what I'm gonna do with that? I'm a Jergens guy myself. I'm a Jergens guy anyway, so you wouldn't catch baby oil in my house anyway. I'm like a Jergens guy. No lie. What do you want me to do?
How did you feel when they found that out?
But I don't know what the fuck the drove with the oil for, but then they were saying there was a lot of shit in there, but they didn't raid my house, they found Jergens.
How many bottles?
2, 3, I did enough. You know what I'm saying? But you think me? Yeah.
Oh man.
What?
Oh man. I Sparks.
Shit. On them nights, shit, it's getting lonely. Fuck.
One question I always wanted to understand. Did you see the transition in Dame Dash? And me and Dame, we got the same name. I love him to death. I love what he stand for.
Right.
But did you see the transition with him change when Aaliyah passed?
I could see that it bothered them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know the nature of their relationship. I just know they was real tight. But I can imagine losing somebody. You have a lot. I know what it's lose to go through a breakup. That hurt. It take about 6 years to get over that. Right. And then still face the public. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because I was going through a hurt and then so we all trying to mask something. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then they wonder why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because we not addressing, we dealing with that's all we taught. Deal with the hurt. You see what I'm saying? Hurt, right. You take it to hurt, you deal with it, and you really can't talk about it because it's sucker shit to some people. Right. We don't want to hear about it. So I can imagine if he really cared about how he felt. But I did see him, his attitude, his aggression, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, if you suppress it, your aggression can come out in a different way.
Absolutely.
How did that breakup, and not just the full surface back, but how did that breakup affect you financially?
Did it break me? Well, this is what I learned. I should have never let up on them because when I've had a first certain way of life, what's that, LA law? When you used to a certain way of living, you can't just be sending people back to that. That's where I probably got a little jammed up with that because I went to try to grind my own way up, back up. And I should have said, you know what, this ain't the way, and so it ain't, I felt it, but it was like, all right, I ain't living off them no more. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep doing it myself. But hey, man, once you enable that, they supposed to keep that up. Yeah. Or settle out. That's why that money thing got to get right. Because at least you supposed to settle out, give us something so we can go and start a new life if y'all ain't educate us properly.
Now, when Jay-Z come and he do his Made in America, I know he tapped in with Free, and that's only from the outside looking
Yeah,
in.
they all talk to each other. I don't know. They don't talk to me. I don't know. And that's crazy because I be like, damn, man, I done y'all give it to me. I done play Baby Boy. I done have state prop rocking and quaking. What's the problem over here? Huh? Whatever personal demons y'all dealing with, we gotta address the problem and let's get through this problem. Cause we can never get past anything. How can we heal? How could you ever heal if you don't address the situation? You ever have a situation going on where it's no closure? You know what I'm saying? And we all still here. Ain't none of us going. You see what I'm saying? Somebody probably try to bury the G in me, but that ain't going nowhere because my shit mean grown man. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'll be looking at the situation like, I don't know why everybody's so standoffish and so, you know what I'm saying? If you needed me to come put some work in, everybody call me. You call for that, right? So it just is like something that we just be like, don't worry about if you ain't like this. You ain't come from this. That's fine. We ain't asked you to be like that. I would have never asked somebody or something that, you know what I'm saying? That's really not in their character. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna get karma gonna bite you in the ass. You ain't gonna be surviving shit if you a slime ball for River. If you fucked up, it's gonna show somewhere out to me at the end. I ain't never one like that. So what's the problem? You can come in, you can talk to me. I'm approachable. Don't let the character that you see him probably scare you to death. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm looking at you like, come holler. You know? Don't let my truths, don't tell lies, and then, you know what I'm saying? And I got some truths. That's all that probably be.
Now, how do that work? Like, if somebody is booking state property and there's 7 of
It
y'all,
look like somebody need to be sued because this is what I learned in white law. I ain't no black man showing up and I'm cutting him a check and he don't show up. That's somebody who sue you. So how anybody collecting? This was my whole thing. So if it's an easy case to go, but my whole thing is, how can you even do that? That's janky promotion. So if I say, unless you filtering something through somewhere, you doing some criminal activity, I ain't worried about the people coming after me. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I know for a fact, if you do a show, if I did a show and somebody paid me half, right? They got a deposit. I got the deposit. Oh, my bad. I got the deposit. I don't show up. He on my ass. So ain't no way you can come at me for it. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody paid me half the money, I'm going to show up because I know I got to show up. Not only that, I want my other half. So I don't know how that's working. That's why I was like, I heard what he was saying. He was saying through foundation and stuff. So you ain't burning me. You burn the government.
so where do the rest of the money? Because I know if I'm paying for a cleaning service and I need 3 cleaners to clean up an event, but I only get 1 or 2, but I'm paying the price for 3. Like, how do that work out?
I think it's public. I think it's somebody where I got 300. We sold like 300 million records. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to me. Remember, everybody, I think want to give me that. So we got Bleak in the building. You know what I'm saying? So we got New York. We got Bleak. We just got. And then you got the street. You know what I'm saying? And everything been going in the hood. Everything been going, but everybody made transitions. I realized everybody did their 28. That's over. Everybody trying to bust another move. Boom. We here. We got to keep the thing warm. You know what I'm saying? So I keep it warm. Boom. We come home. We bust move everybody in position. But financially, what everybody was going through. See how personal between somebody else shit ain't got nothing to do with us. That's all I could think of. Somebody using my public image, you know what I'm saying? And running with it to try to collect and then trying to have somebody down for it, but I never be the liability. So now I'm getting on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my certificates and stuff like that because I've been one of y'all the whole time. And fuck this city life. It's a state situation going on here. So I know if it ain't no act of God, the show must go on. So it ain't nothing that harmed me to stop me from performing if somebody got me disabled not to be able, you know what I'm saying? So what's the problem here?
Did it reach out to you to perform?
Pies called me recently to say what's up, and then they got on the phone because I was like I was blocking numbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to be bothered with it if ain't nobody call me about no money. Don't call me because I'm busy doing other stuff. Why I want to talk to you for? We cool, but if I view the homie from the hood, we ain't playing that shit. You do something wrong to my man, we on your fucking top. That's how that goes. So even if you eat, that's why I was like with me, I'm like, so on business it ain't making sense. You see what I'm saying? And then on that side of things, you ain't moving like you supposed to be moving. So I'm asking myself like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on. So I just mind my business and keep things going because if you start investigating too much of this shit, then you forget what your goals is.
Do you think it's indirect robbery?
I don't know, but the twist to it with me, I don't see how they rob me indirectly because I own all my stuff.
Well, as far as like the shows.
Oh yeah, that's corny. That's corny to say state prop, but we don't know who owned that name. We don't really know. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't rivalry. It's like who really owns state property, the name, because it got to be like I own Omillio Sparks Foundation now. I had it,
Right.
so I know to go through all the print and all that to get the numbers. Then we got to take care, register it. So first you got to find that out. Once you find that out, that's that. My whole thing with that. That's why when they saying it, I'm like, well, it ain't say Omillio Sparks. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm trying to see how was it that Dame Dash could build a company called State Property Clothing Line, and so who owned the actual state property name? Is it Siegel?
That's something they gotta see. That's what I just told you. I never signed up for the motto and shit. I ain't signed up for state prop. That contract ain't had shit to do with me. We just helping. That's why I was glad with all of it. If you seen me the whole time, whatever they had going on, I was always independent of that shit. I picked my own bad guy one out, my own bad guy two. I hired my own team. I hired everything that surrounded me, my own everything. That's what I did. So whatever they had going on, that's why I did it, because I didn't know what they had going on. And you ain't gonna keep telling me to go talk to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Even if we cool today, you ain't gonna shoot that bullshit at me, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you saw what you saw on some of them joints, because my squad ain't really trying to hear that either. This is why you can't have nobody in there cock eating either, because a motherfucker backstab you in a minute. You gotta have some solid motherfuckers you can really trust. And that's how I was cool.
So if Siegel came to you and said, hey, Sparks, listen, let's come together, let's make it make sense, and let's get back on the road.
What? Well, he gotta say it. He gotta come like he's supposed to, like a man, and say let's bust a move, because whatever he went wrong at as a general, you know what I'm saying? We're not tripping about that. If you great, what they say, every great king or something, admit you're wrong, make it right. That's how we can move forward. We can never push forward. That's why it's like that. For whatever reason, people fuck geographicals. It don't work in prison, so it shouldn't work in our business if we talking this hood shit. That don't fly. So at the end of the day, I'm saying, well, that's all we got to do is be men. If we all didn't know nothing better at that time, Jay was still learning that himself.
You feel like you owe bread from state property?
Well, I ain't signed to I ain't worried about the clue. I'm quite sure they somewhere down there they owe.
Yeah,
Because you would have to contractually use me, because it becomes a class 1 act. If you still making my money off my name and you ain't signed me and none of that becomes a class 1 and yeah.
Right. I remember Oskino said that it was a guy, a promoter, had gave Siegel, some money.
Yeah, I seen Big Reed telling about it. Big Reed came through on that one.
Yeah, he gave him some money
Right.
for state property to perform as a few shows. And Oskino, he said, well, you never got the money. And Oskino was like, nah. So I guess he, for Oskino to get his money back.
Yeah, he did.
You go about it the same way?
Yeah, I was there. Oh, when he had that fight, you know what I'm saying? That was a fight and an argument that he was right. So, I was going back his play on that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he was right. So because it was like, damn, y'all paying all these guys and they ain't paying that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying about Owen Sparks. That's something that we were supposed to. That's something that's what we could, because we didn't start with them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's something with us. It's like whatever. So when he bust a move and he make a move, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's different from where we started to where we going. And then you got to keep your shit solid. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he was going through, sometimes you got to let people hurt the way they need to hurt too. You see what I'm saying? We all deal with it different. Somebody might have looked at the way I dealt with my hurt and masked with my vices, the way, you know what I'm saying? The way I did. But I had a lot going on too. I just didn't, I couldn't bring it to them until I really had to go and seek professional help. That's how I ended up with the foundation. So the right people can give me the proper treatment instead of me trying to do it myself. And who was I to go try to talk to somebody and try to bring this to them, and I ain't even get right. So I knew I had to be right. You can't love nobody if you ain't right. If you don't love yourself, you can't do nothing right if you ain't right. So everything I do is because I feel like I ain't right. So no matter what somebody talking about with me and I'm saying no, it's because I'm getting all the way right. I understand you and your feelings, but you'll thank me in the long run.
Can we see an Oskino and Sparks comeback?
I think the public want that. This is big, just like Young Gun albums. You know what I'm saying? The public want it, and it's something that should take place. And it would be a good thing, you know what I'm saying, before it to happen. But we just got to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? With the Siegel shit, got to get right for the tours, because that's what's going on. That's been lost. Y'all held it up. Y'all got to take responsibility for that financial loss. You got to make it up because ain't nobody pissed to me in that other world. So we can't pitch that. So it looked like somebody was backdooring me saying, all right, yeah, Spark doing this, Spark doing that. Because that's all was going on with the other shit that was going on, telling on me and shit. I'm looking at them like, damn, man, I'm going through. If you knew what I was talking about, what I was going through, it'd be hilarious as fuck, but it's real, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's all we tripping about.
Is it just a conversation?
It's just a conversation. It's just a conversation because y'all letting everybody else cake off. Look like, you know what I'm saying? You letting everybody else gonna cake off us and y'all scared of us cake. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Why we scared to go talk? We'll sacrifice our own lives and our own flesh and our blood and destroy our whole entire race, but we scared to go and get some real money. Come on, man. That shit don't add up.
Do you feel like because you and Oskinos, you guys are more of the outspoken.
But it's a good outspoken. Listen, you can't take a child, turn him into a man and think he ain't gonna return to one of them childish ways. You can't have somebody mute everything he wanna say and think one day it ain't gonna come. And if it's entertaining, it's positively entertaining. What are we bugging about? The problem is that's what's wrong with the whole joint. We didn't pass that part. That's why I kept the movie thing going because I'm evolving. You trying to keep somebody somewhere else, but I'm moving forward. I'm that one, two, and you missing it because you so busy running there thinking you doing this. Everybody counting. I'm still cool though. You see what I'm saying? And whatever I stand by, all my people, we chilling. Everybody, and I'm still going this way because I like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's adding up. It's adding up. And everybody tripping because ain't nobody doing right. But we know why. You see what I'm saying? And we like, all right, cool. And then we don't like talking about it. We don't address it because you feel like, but we just saying what we just call a spade today. Because it ain't nothing jacked up. It's just y'all got to come like men. That's all we got to do, be men. Everybody 40-something. Damn it. What the problem is? And I ain't been overseas yet. Y'all even owe me that. When everybody running over doing the photo shoot, y'all left me to work at the studio. That's how you got State Prop 1 and 2.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm only do the math. Find me, Google all the songs I got. I'm telling you, the catalog crazy because I stayed working, no matter what I was going through. Oh, Jim Joe, I had Hard Luck. My bad, I had some joint with Hard Luck too. Shout out to CJ Robinson. We had to part ways, but yeah.
So it's just about coming to a round table and just coming to an agreement financially. Will it benefit everybody?
That'll benefit everybody. We can't have one guy trying to keep the bag and then everything. It just look horrible. It's like none of y'all standing up for us. It looks bad. But then everybody trying to play with me, and I'm calling it like it is. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
So we can get that Oskino in Sparks.
Because I've been trying to do it. Everybody was trying to smear my name. I've been trying to do it. I got a joint. I just put young black male. I was talking so crazy. We could have did that joint. It was for me and O. And that joint was crazy. I've been on it. I never was against business. I was always a businessman. You know what I'm saying? I just doing what work, and then I understood how you had to, how to be there for somebody. That's all it was.
You think if Jay-Z come together and say, hey, listen, I want all y'all together on the bill, you think it'll take off?
I think it would. I think it would. If everybody get past what everybody's saying, because I know a lot of people was doing a lot of interviews and things were said, you know what I'm saying? And I said, because all of us could be bitter. There was things said about me, a lot of stuff, but I was like, man, I ain't worried about it because I had a real situation going on. People was dying around us. So we had real stuff going on. A lot of folks was dying, passing away, and I'm snapping about the family thing. So I'm like, so anybody was in the way of that, I had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't fuck with nobody, man. Family, man. You don't do that. Kids and women, off limits. Off limits.
You was a straight soldier for state property.
Yeah. And it was my honor. It was an honor because it was either die in the street, which because everybody was going to tell us what we were going to do. We didn't know we was going to make it, so why not take the chance that way? So if you do, I'm going to go all about that too. And I ain't stopped till it was over. All right, send me back home. I still ain't stopped because I ain't come down all the way yet. But the movies is keeping me calm. It's nurturing. It's giving me mama bosom shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got you.
One thing that Oskino did say in the interview was that when you guys went at Nas, like Jay-Z didn't even tell y'all why. And then he become cool with Nas and even put him on the label. And he didn't even make that situation situation right with y'all.
Right. But that's New York business. That's what's wild. You know, I hate talking about the stuff with them, but it's our victory. You know what I'm saying? We come from. So I deserve some of the fruits of the labor too. So we was victory, and they trying to victimize us out of still what's that called? The glory and all that. And I'm like, nah, dog, that's for us. Where is the perks? I mean, you know, the benefits from that. So y'all keep giving it to the other guys that lost, and we like, well, what happened? We was victorious, guys. You know what I'm saying? So when mine rolled the red carpet out, that was cool, but that wasn't their responsibility for real. For real, it was yours. They ain't calling me to come down there for that. They called me, so that's why when I came back, I'm like, oh, come on, y'all, we out.
Sparks, what you known for?
What, and as far as what, music?
Overall.
Putting in work, just trying to get to school, get the kids to school, and taking my sister to school, making sure she cool, and that's what I'm known for. I'm known for take care of folks if the folks ain't around. Cause I was raised in a house full of women. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa passed away. You know, dad wasn't there. Unks and them, you know, they in the street banging and doing whatever they doing. Boom, I'm the only one there. Drugs hitting. So I gotta protect all they shooting at the crib. We like, all right, motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? It'll turn any man felon. You know what I'm saying? It'll turn any man. And when you're doing that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, that's what I got known for. But if you knew me, it's like, but he ain't really wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got these big grown men doing this nut shit, and then he addressing it. That's all I'm known for, and I did it every way to the job. Come on, and like man, we pull up to the side. Come on, this ain't grandstanding. Let me tell you what's going on. Nope, nobody. All right, fine, go ahead. I'm gonna take care of this. I gotta take care of me because I'm trying to holler at y'all, and everybody hard head. Everybody hard head make it soft at.
So you doing the movies? You know, Dame Dash got his own network called New.
I got it. You ain't gonna get it.
America. I got the.
You get the app. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Shout outs to Dame Dash.
Shout out to Dame. Yeah.
Did you reach out to Dame to get some?
Yeah, man, Dame kick it all the time. He came to my foundation. He came down, kicked it. We brought some books from him because he's selling books for the kids. Dust Go to Space. And he's doing the network and stuff like that. And that's why I'm going to do the film festival. I want him on the panel. But I got to send his documentation over there. So I got to make sure all that's sent over first. And I'm reaching out to a few folks, people, for producers from here and all that. So I'm reaching out to our folks from here too. So I'm sending out there, huh? Yeah, for sure. Because I'm LD. I don't want to put too much at it because I'm hollering at him. I'm going to get at him. Shout out to Lee. And I want to get at him. I shout out to Jamal Hill. Definitely. I want some of our folks from Philly on the panel.